Well, since October 16, 2017, with the advance of the Iraqi army and the PMF into Kirkuk, the acting governor has implemented some policies that are contrary to the spirits of brotherhood in Kirkuk and coexistence. The people who have been deported during Saddam Hussein's time, and their properties and homes and possessions were all taken over now, and who have come back after 2003 to their ancestral lands, now are being evicted one more time, and others, settlers from other parts of Iraq, are brought into to take over their lands and their homes, and these people had to leave to Kurdistan region, to different cities. It is an organized campaign, and it has blessing of Baghdad, because all the orders has to come from Baghdad to be able to do this. Well, you saw the report of the Inspector General of the Pentagon that talks about that. Yes, there is. Just yesterday, ISIS attacked a Shia shrine in Kirkuk. 6 people were killed. About 9 or 10 people were wounded. And this is in the road between Kirkuk and Kirkuk, which is a main road. ISIS is active in Diyala province along the Hamrin Range Mountains. It's active in Hawija area and all the sub-districts around there. Kidnapping, killing, all these are happening. For example, the Kakei villages, Kurdish Kakeis in Kirkuk, they have all left their villages because many of their people have been killed and kidnapped. So they had to evacuate their villages and go into the city or go to the other parts in Kurdistan region. I think we have to go back to how Kirkuk was before ISIS came in 2014. At that time, there was a brigade of Peshmerga there. There was Iraqi army outside the city, and there was local police force in the city with the intelligence agencies. I think we need to go back to that formula. There should be a redeployment of the army to go to the areas where ISIS is strong, and also to have the Shia militias who have no business in the city of Kirkuk to go back to their original places, or to places where they are needed to combat ISIS. Well, in 2007, the Kurdistan region and Iraqi government, they signed a draft for a hydrocarbon law, how it's produced, who controls it, how it's exported, and all of that. And it was supposed to go to the parliament. The government then, and subsequent governments, they really never sent this draft resolution to the Iraqi parliament to be voted on, after whatever changes they wanted to make. And that's really needed to resolve the issues of how to deal with oil, who produces, who exports, who sells, between the KRG and the Baghdad government. Salaries are partially being paid for this year, but there is dispute what happens in 2020, because this partial salary that's being paid by Baghdad is only in the budget of 2019. Well, there's a lot of noise about U.S. presence in Iraq, more so in the last few days after the attack on some ammunition depots in Baghdad and in Balad. So you hear these voices more. Some people talking about ending the SOFA agreement, some people talking about revising the agreements between Baghdad and United States. These are mostly from the Shia political groups and head of Shia militias. How the population feels about that, I'm not sure. They probably like to keep it.